Science fiction department.
Night. A mighty gleaming spaceship swoops gracefully out of the starry sky, making a gentle landing on the Nevada sands. Inside, Glarf Nerfnick, Martian, sits shaking and haggard from his escape from the GOOKUM. Gosh, a rocket ship.
It must have come from Mars.
He must be a marshmallow.
Hey, yo, speak 'em English?
We, newspaper reporters.
You got 'em couple words for press, savvy?
Oh, as in most science fiction stories, I have an automatic translator machine that will enable us to converse. But I'm hungry. Shall we eat? Ah, this is better. If you reporters will excuse me, I'll tell you my story while I eat. Waiter, let me have some stewed hominy grits and fried jumbo leaves. My story starts as a happy youth strolling along the Gowanus-Glarf Canal in the little Martian city of Brooklyn, Glarf, with my grandfather.
Come, little Glarf. It is time to tell you the facts of life. To tell you of the Great Wall. The Great Wall, built by our ancestors many years ago. For the first time, little Glarf, I shall take you outside the Great Wall.
Gee, Grandfather, there ain't nothing this side of the Great Wall.
Nothing, Glarf. Nothing here, Glarf. Nothing but the GOOKUM. Miles and miles of shimmering jelly-like pink GOOKUM. This is why our ancestors built the Great Wall, little Glarf. To protect us from the GOOKUM.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow you, Grandfather.
The GOOKUM lives, little Glarf. Right now the GOOKUM sleeps, lies dormant. For 500 years it has slept, but soon it will walk and come after us. This GOOKUM is fantastic, like a thing from Earth.
And so, I lived in the little city of Brooklyn, Glarf, on the Gowanus-Glarf Canal. As I grew into manhood, I decided to be a physicist. Being a particularly brilliant student interested in the future welfare of my planet, I devoted all my time to perfecting a rocket ship that would get me the heck out of there in case the GOOKUM climbed the Great Wall. 2 plus 1, move the decimal point, E equals MC squared. Don't forget the X factor, A minus the square root equals 27, plus the square root, zoot zoot, rooty toot toot.
Glarf! Glarf!
Blast it, man! How many times have I told you, Melvin, not to interrupt me while I'm thinking? Sorry, old fellow. Lost my temper. Nerves, you know. What with this filthy GOOKUM business.
That's it, Glarf! The GOOKUM! The 500 years are up! The GOOKUM! It's beginning to stir!
The GOOKUM was beginning to stir. Yes, the vast shimmering pink pools of shiny GOOKUM now began to throb and quiver, began to move in a great slimy glob.
Moved and beat against the secret insulation of the Great Wall, and somehow a teensy-weensy piece of GOOKUM got past the wall.
Look! It must be Gookum, 'cause jam don't shake like that.
Quick, get it! I'll smash it with this club.
No, not with that wooden club.
The Gookum feeds on anything organic.
Look, it's eating the club.
The teensy-weensy piece of Gookum is growing bigger!
It's slobbering after us.
Head for the hills, boys!
We'll have to build another wall.
Brooklyn Glarf is doomed. Ah, yes. Soon this gulping, slobbering, globbering Gookum had swallowed up everything but my insulated laboratory. There I worked feverishly, putting the finishing touches on my own rocket ship. But as I worked, a teensy-weensy, keensy-eensy piece of Gookum squeezed through the keyhole. Look at that Gookum, eating everything organic in the laboratory. I must finish my rocket ship. Look how it circles my insulated platform. It's thinking, figuring out a way to get at me. Horrors! The Gookum is smarter than I thought. It's climbing up the doorknob. There! The last piece of my rocket ship is in place. Now, blast off! Yes, gentlemen, I escaped from the Gookum on Mars only by the barest bit of sheer luck. The Gookum shall stay on the rampage for a while, and then it will go back to sleep again. And then it will lie in flat, pink, shimmering pools, innocent as a quiet pond of water. Nevertheless, sinister, dormant Gookum. But why talk of that? Here I am eating a fine Earthian meal. I shall laugh, ha ha, and be happy. The Gookum is out of my life forever.
Here is your dessert, sir. Cherry Jello parfait, topped with American ice cream, that is.
Ah, this, how you call it, ice cream is good. Now what is underneath? Ah! That, how you call it, cherry Jello parfait? How we call it in Mars is dormant Gookum.